welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are having a great day, night, morning, whenever you're watching this. Today we're going to be just getting ready together, basically checking in, saying hey, and yeah, I'm going to just be getting ready on camera basically and just talking to you guys. I did ask you guys for questions. I know I got a few, so I'll answer those. But yeah, I already started with my eyebrows on because those take me a while and I just know that I can't talk through that, so yeah. But we're just gonna get started. I'm not really gonna be talking about like the products that I use or anything, just because it's literally my everyday look. But if you guys would like a whole everyday makeup look video, let me know. But it's pretty much the same. I honestly think the last time I filmed an everyday makeup look, I think it's like pretty much that, just like a little bit different. But priming my face. I hope we're in focus. I think we are, right? Okay. I forgot to wet my beauty blender, so intermission. Okay, I'm back. Let me pull out my foundation. I almost dropped that. And let me pull up these questions so that we can see. Okay. So just kind of starting out, just kind of checking in with y'all. I know I've been pretty MIA on all of my socials, and I feel like every single time I like post a video, I'm like, I'm coming back, like I'm back, da 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 da, and I always try to. I just feel like as of, I want to say like the last like 6 months to year, no, not a year, I'd say like 6 months, like the last 6 months I've been kind of in a rut with just not knowing exactly like my next steps, if that makes sense. Like YouTube was always just a hobby, and if it became a job then that was always cool, you know. It was always like, wow, like I would love to make money this way. Is it a guarantee that I'm gonna make money this way? Absolutely not. But like, you know, it would be cool to make money like that, you know. But it was never like a guarantee to make money off of YouTube. And I've still to this day not made any money off of my YouTube videos. I've just of recently have been starting to get PR packages. But even before, as of recent, like I'd say I just started getting PR packages like within like these last like 3 months or so. And like I said, so it wasn't really so much that I wasn't seeing any results from what I was doing. It had nothing to do with that, because I never did this. I never do like any of my stuff just for the views or just for the money. Like that's not what I'm saying at all. But I think it did discourage me a little bit with just kind of seeing my things stay kind of at a standstill, you know. And I'm not saying that that's why I'm gone, but that is like something that does kind of discourage you a little bit. But my channel, within these like last like within the last like I want to say like 4 months, I have seen my channel grow like a lot. I have like 2K subscribers now, and that's pretty big for myself, because when I hit 1,000 I was freaking out, like, you know, like I never thought I would hit 1,000, and then to hit 2,000 while I'm on pretty much like a break and not posting at all was kind of crazy, because I had no new content out, and I was like, where are people coming from? I do have some videos that are obviously not viral, but they obviously get more views than the other ones, and you can go ahead and see it. My most popular video is how I do my nails at home, and that was like during quarantine. How I do my nails at home now is way different. Like, this is my nails now, you know, but these are like my natural nails, so like that's a completely different process that I used to do. But that is a very popular video on my channel, so I do know that a lot of people are coming to my channel from that. But just in general, like, seeing my channel grow pretty exponentially, rapidly, we're just gonna say that because I can't say that word apparently, was kind of weird, because it was like, I'm not posting and I'm still growing, you know. And then also, like I just said, like within these like last 3 months, I've started to receive PR packages, and that's also crazy because I'm like, I have not posted anything. And a lot of the PR packages, I will say, have came from my TikTok, but even my TikTok I haven't posted in a really long time. So I'm like, I'm not posting and I'm still getting like these things. And I feel like that was kind of my time to, like, a wake-up call, if that makes sense, of like, if I continue to keep going, like, I can only imagine like what could happen in the next few months, you know. But I was like, I can't, if I want something to happen and I want a goal to be reached, I can't just sit here and hope that it happens with the content that I used to put out, you know, or like the content that's up, I should say. So it was kind of a wake-up call for me with that. But yeah, my channel has grown pretty big, to be honest, for it being YouTube, because it's way harder to grow on YouTube. Whereas like something like TikTok is, it's great, don't get me wrong, it is great, but it's so weird because it's literally like nothing like any other platform. I have close to 10K followers on TikTok, and I've had TikTok not that long, way shorter than like YouTube, Instagram, all of that, you know. So like it's crazy that that's my biggest platform, and like, you know, like that's just insane. So a lot of the deals have came from that, but you know, it just made me realize that I really do love content creation and makeup and things like that, you know. Like, I mean, I obviously still did my makeup, but I wasn't filming it, I wasn't doing this. I used to go on TikTok, on like live on TikTok all the time, and I didn't, it's not that I took it for granted at the time, I just feel like I was like so stuck in like, I'm not growing, I'm not, you know, I'm not hitting things that I want to hit, that I feel like I was just kind of focused on that. And now I'm just like, I just miss creating, I just miss like, yeah, basically like creating and connecting with you guys. I mean, I feel like my YouTube channel is, I mean, it's definitely like my baby, don't get me wrong, but it is it's my smallest platform. So it's hard because YouTube is the platform that does take the most time and effort, because obviously you got to film longer videos for here, you got to edit them, you know. TikTok's like they just introduced 3-minute videos, but I haven't even filmed anything on TikTok to have the 3-minute video. So it's like 60 seconds. I do a lot of, my main thing that I've been doing on TikTok that made my TikTok really blow up was like lip combinations and things like that. So that's like what really made my TikTok blow up. So literally me just trying on lipsticks in different combinations is what made me grow that fast and that large. So like, imagine just having to put on like lip liner, lip gloss, like, you know, like taking literally 5 minutes doing this quick TikTok, you know, like it's way easier than filming a whole YouTube video. So I feel like I got stuck onto TikTok for a little bit as well, which is not a bad thing, but I feel like I used to be able to balance everything a lot easier than I do now. And I think it's just because, like I said, I got kind of stuck into numbers wise and things like that. And I mean, life happens as well. There's obviously things that are currently and have happened in my life, but I just feel like I've recently have been really thinking about like how I love content creation, and I feel like I took it too much to heart at a time, you know? I don't know. That's just how I'm feeling. But anyways, the moral of the story is I feel like also with that, because I still struggle with this, is when I was doing YouTube like consistently, not missing a day of uploading, I was posting 2 times a week, and I was posting on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And now where I want to come back and like do content creation, I feel like I'm stuck in this whole attitude of I need to post 2 times a week for me to come back at all. Like I need to do it all or do none, basically. And I feel like that's the wrong attitude to have, and I know that, so I do apologize for that, but it is my thought process. I've like, you know, like when I was like, I'm gonna come back to YouTube, I was like, okay, back to Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then I overwhelm myself, and then I stop again because I'm overwhelmed. So I feel like this time I'm saying that I'm coming back to YouTube and everything and all my content creation, but I'm not gonna promise 2 videos a week. I'm not gonna promise anything in that source, just because I feel like that puts unnecessary pressure on myself. Personally, this is a hobby. This is a great thing. Again, if it turns into my job, by all means, that is probably the end goal, you know, like to have this be my job. But obviously that takes time, that takes effort and things like that. So, you know, we gotta do that. But I feel like me saying like I'm gonna come back 2 times a week is putting unnecessary pressure on me. I just feel like it's better to put out content and it be like once a week, maybe sometimes 2 times a week, you know, but just putting out content instead of putting out nothing. Because in my brain I'm like, well, why would I post 1 video? Like I'm supposed to be posting 2, you know? Instead of thinking that way, just thinking of it as like, why not put out some content? Some content is better than no content, you know? So I'm currently working on that, I promise. But yeah, so that's my main thing, is just kind of coming back, but not putting so much pressure on myself that I'm like, I need to do this. Because that was another thing, is that I stressed myself out when I was consistently posting on Instagram, on everything, on TikTok, on YouTube. I was stressed out because I was very much like, sorry, I dropped the brush. I'm trying to look for my eyeliner. I was very stuck in like, I need to do this, I need to do that, it needs to be up at this time, it needs to be up on this date, and that is great, you know, like I do hope to get back to that, but I want to go back to that without it feeling like a job, without it feeling, because I mean, it's not my job yet, and do I want it to be my job? Yes. And obviously there's pros and cons with a job, obviously, with any job out there, but like I want this to feel like a fun thing to do. So that's my little spiel. I'm so sorry if that was long, but yeah, questions wise, I really only got like 2 questions, which is great. I mean, you know, thanks for the questions, but then at the same time, it's just kind of like, it's hard to have a Q&A without questions. That's fine. But one of the questions that kind of ties into what I was just talking about is what motivates me. And I mean, by that whole spiel, the short answer is I haven't been motivated, you know, but I'm coming back. I'm getting a grip back on my life. I'm determined to make my life again. So my liner got bigger than I anticipated, but you know, we're just gonna roll with this. Okay, so sorry y'all, I could not talk while doing that because doing liner is hard. And I also left my lashes in my room, so let me go grab them and then we'll come back. Okay, so I don't fully remember what I was saying before I stopped talking because I was trying to focus on my eyeliner. But basically, what the question was, what motivates me? What motivates me is my friends and family. I feel like the people closest to me are the ones that, like, I mean, even like, just like, even people that I don't see all the time, but like, you know, I'm friends with obviously and things like that, they'll be like, where is your YouTube video? Like, where, like, what's going on with the channel? Why haven't you posted? And I'm like, well, you know, so they definitely keep me on my toes. They definitely motivate me to continue to, like, just keep going, basically, you know. And yeah, just kind of shoot for the stars. So I'd say, like, that's like the main thing. But like I said, oh, I do remember saying that I don't, like, as of recently, I haven't had much motivation. But I feel like, is it good to have motivation? Of course, because obviously it pushes you to your goals, whether that's like the gym, posting on social media, like whatever your goal is. Like, obviously motivation helps because it's gonna make you want to do that thing. But I feel like we all bank on motivation a little bit too much, to the point where, like, we hope for the motivation, so we only do things when we have the motivation. But the thing with motivation is that we always don't have motivation. So I feel like I've started to learn that I'm needing to, when I have motivation, it's obviously great, it's obviously easy to get those things done, but like in those moments where I don't have motivation is the times where I just need to push myself to do that thing. Because, like, we'll use the gym as an example. Once I'm there, I'm so happy I went. I've never gone to the gym and regretted going. I've never done that. So, you know, just kind of, I feel like I'm starting to learn that, like, the most motivated person that you can think of at this exact moment, like, doesn't have motivation 24/7. Like, they're having to push themselves to do that. They have the discipline to do that for themselves, you know. So I'm currently learning that. I'm currently going through that process for myself and doing all that. So yeah, just kind of figuring it out, taking it day by day, and just like really thinking to myself what I want in my life. And yeah, life can be a bitch, and it is sometimes, trust me. My life is not all peaches and rainbows. I've even had people tell me that they think my life is peaches and rainbows pretty much, because of like my Instagram. And I'm like, Instagram is a highlight reel. Everybody posts like when they're happy, when they're out doing things, when they're hitting their goals. Like, that's when they're posting. They're not gonna post when they're sad and in bed crying. They're not gonna post when they said that they were supposed to go work out but they didn't, but they're just laying down in bed. Like, nobody's gonna post that type of stuff, you know. So you have to remember that, I mean, is it good to be motivated off of Instagram and things like that? Of course, like, you know, like, use that towards your motivation, but don't use that as your end all be all. Because I know myself, I only post the good things, obviously. I mean, I let you guys into my life a little bit, but, you know, I'm not going to post when I'm sitting there crying. I'm only going to post when I'm out and hitting my goals and doing great things. Just because, like, you know, like, that's what Instagram is. It's a highlight reel. So you can't fully put your everything into Instagram. But that's another thing that I feel like I was told recently. And I'm like I post those things to make it look like I'm perfect and I'm fine and I'm great, but deep down, like, we're all going through things, you know. So remember that as well. The other question I got was from Hector, my best friend. He said to describe the cookies in 3 words. It's just my friend group. And I don't even know 3 words. Competitive, definitely. I'd say we're funny overall as a group, so I'd say competitive, funny, and I can't think of a 3rd word. Alcoholics. That's my 3rd word. Oh, I dropped my lash. I will say this, I always get asked what lashes I'm wearing. I wear the same lashes pretty much all the time. These are I Envy's number 15 and they sell them on Amazon, so go look on Amazon. But I'm always asked that. Should I film a TikTok since we're like back on our social media? Okay, I'm gonna go film a TikTok with like my lip combination, and then I'll be right back to close out this video because I'm pretty much done. I just need to do my lips and put on mascara. So I'll show you guys once I'm done getting ready, like with my hair and everything, and kind of close that out. But that's it for this, but let me finish getting ready and then I'll close it out. Okay, so I'm finally ready, and this is the final look of my makeup. But yeah, my outfit is looking like this. Oh, they're both from Shein, so that's that. Sorry about my bed. But yeah, that is today's video. I hope you guys liked this video. Like I said, I plan to be back, but obviously I'm not trying to overwhelm myself with life, you know. There are some personal things that I'm going through, but that's stuff that we don't need to talk about. But like I said, I will be focusing more on my content creation, and I'm so excited. So I hope you guys are excited too. Let me know what you guys want to see from me, and I hope to see you guys soon. Bye, love you.